Federal crop insurance includes policies for all kinds of crops and livestock. But if you run a diversified farm with a variety of commodities, you might want to consider whole farm revenue protection or microfarm. These products provide a safety net for your whole farm with a single policy, and the coverage lasts for a whole tax year, either calendar year or fiscal year. Whole farm and microfarm plans are available in every county across all 50 states. To qualify, you must be a U.S. citizen or legal resident eligible for federal benefits. No more than 50% of your revenue may come from your commodities purchased for resale. And you must have at least 5 consecutive years of Schedule F or other tax records to qualify for whole farm revenue protection, or 3 years for microfarm. Qualified beginning farmers and veterans only require 3 years for whole farm. First, talk to your crop insurance agent. Together with your approved insurance provider, they'll review your whole farm history report, farm operation report, and information about the growth of your farm, and determine your approved revenue for the tax year. This is usually your expected revenue for the year, or your average revenue over the past 5 years, whichever is lower. However, if you can show that your operation has physically expanded, for instance, more land, more animals, larger facilities, increased production capacity, you may be able to use expected revenue figures greater than your historical revenue. If your approved revenue is $350,000 or less, you may qualify for a microfarm plan. This is a simpler, streamlined program with reduced reporting requirements designed to make it easier for smaller farms to get insurance. Whole farm revenue protection is available for farms with up to $34 million in approved revenue, including specialty and organic farms, marketing to local, regional, farm identity preserved, specialty, or direct markets. However, coverage is limited to $2 million in expected revenue from animals and animal products and $2 million for greenhouse and nursery products. These caps do not apply to aquaculture products like shellfish. Next, you'll choose your coverage rate from 50 to 85%. For instance, if your approved revenue is $100,000 and you choose 75% coverage, then $75,000 of your revenue is protected by insurance. If your actual revenue is lower than that due to an eligible cause of loss, for instance, a fire, you'll receive a payment to make up the difference. Please note, for whole farm revenue protection, your insured revenue may not exceed $17 million. The cost of your insurance will depend on your insured revenue, but with federal crop insurance, the government pays a portion of that cost for you. And if you also purchase additional federal crop insurance for your farm, your premiums may be reduced even more. This does not apply to catastrophic coverage policies. Whole farm revenue protection protects many types of revenue, including the value of commodities produced during the insurance period or purchased for resale during the insurance period, even if they won't be sold until later. It does not include commodities sold during the insurance period that were produced in a previous year. And it does not include timber, forest products, or animals grown for sport, show, or pets. If you need to replant at least 20% or 20 acres of an annual crop not covered by another federal crop insurance policy, whole farm policies can even help you with those replanting costs, up to 1/5 of the expected revenue of that crop or commodity. Revenue losses do happen. When you discover one, you'll need to notify your insurance provider within 72 hours. Then, after you submit your taxes to the IRS, confirming your revenue figures for the year, you'll file an official claim within 60 days. Typically, claims are paid within 30 days. Ultimately, you'll need to decide whether these plans are right for your farm. Your crop insurance agent can help. To find a crop insurance agent, please visit rma.usda.gov, click on Tools, and use our Agent Locator tool. Or just scan this QR code with your phone.